drawn again, I will burn your face with a curling iron.
If you did that, I'd be forced to drown you in a dirty fish tank.
Boy, this is awesome.
So, thanks for the Christmas laughs and delivering some laughs this holidays. And I just think back to, watching you on Married with Children and Jesse and way back in the day. And I've watched you for so many years and laughed to you. Who makes you laugh?
Oh, God. Adam McKay, Will Ferrell, Steve Carell, David Koechner, and Paul Rudd. They make me laugh. They truly do.
Yeah.
They're so funny. Just as people, they're really funny people.
Right. I love how this movie kind of weaves, this absurd comedy with some, political, social commentary.
Yeah.
Do you think the audience is able to digest like some issues like sexism in the workplace and stuff like that when it's in a comedic sense?
I think so, because I think that, the way that Adam and Will write and the kind of characters that they create are not offensive in any way. They're there as vehicles to show you how ridiculous these things are, how ridiculous sexism and racism and I mean they say some. I mean, Ron Burgundy says some incredibly offensive things, but for some reason coming out of his mouth, it's not, because you realize he is just a vehicle for us to kind of look in the mirror and look at ourselves as a society.
Right.
So they're very, very smart in the way that they do that.
Do you remember the transition from 24-hour news to from regular news to 24-hour news, and do you think that transition has had an effect on society?
Oh God, yeah. So much changed. I remember being a kid and that news was only on from like 5 to 6 or 5 to 7, and that was it. And during that time, it was important. Everything was about what was really going on in the world and stuff that we actually needed to know. And now I'd say 1% of it is that, and the rest of it is like, really? I mean, come on. And also at that same time, we started having paparazzi. We started having like people getting more obsessed with celebrities because they're literally trying to find something to talk about.
Right.
But before that, I spent most of the 80s without a paparazzi in my face because they didn't exist until the recent days. And so that's it's changed a great deal.
Yeah. Well, I know you've had a battle with breast cancer, and you've been very vocal about supporting those issues. Do you think that the Affordable Care Act and universal health care is going to help people get early screenings, or do you think?
I think the intention of our president was for all of these things to happen. The intention of our president was geared and inspired by the loss of his mother and what happened to her, and how she couldn't get insurance because she had a pre-existing condition with ovarian cancer, and that she ended up dying trying to pay bills and trying to do all this. So it was birthed out of a real sense of like urgency for women.
Right.
And I don't know how it's changed, and I don't know whose 2 cents has gone in, but I do hope that his intention has carried through.
Yeah. Well, always love to see you on screen.
Thank
and
you.
This is a hilarious movie that everybody will enjoy. I hope you have a great holidays.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks for talking.